everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a kind of green autumnal look. I know when people think of autumn they think of like oranges and things like that because of like pumpkins and Halloween and stuff, but because I've been loving green so much this year I thought let's incorporate a green look into some kind of autumnal look. And I'm actually going to be focusing on my Luscious Cosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld palette, and I'm finally going to be able to use this kind of green duochrome liquid eyeshadow from XX Revolution, which I've had for ages. So what I'm actually going to do first, I'm going to prime my eyelids with my Beauty Bay eye primer, because this palette is very pigmented, but I wanted, you know, just this to be a bit more oomph because I'm meeting a friend today, and I just want my makeup to last just a little bit longer, so I thought let's just add a primer. And it's been 1 or 2 days since I've actually proper filmed, because yesterday, which was Monday, was my last day at my old job. Because if you don't watch me or follow me, I have a new job starting on the 18th of October, so very excited, and I have like a whole week off. I am doing a weekly vlog as well, so you can catch that at the end of this week. I don't know if it's gonna be uploaded on Monday or Sunday. I'll see how it goes, and we'll see how good the content is because I'm very boring. So let's go on to the palette. So we are doing a green look today, and I thought I have to use this palette mainly because it's been it's been a while since I've tried it properly. I did recently swatch it in my swatching my palettes video, and I kind of was like, you know what, I can do something quite autumnal with this, because if you haven't seen the palette before, it's absolutely stunning. It's obviously lots of greens, a couple of reds here and there. I don't think I'll be using the reds that much, to be honest, because this is just focusing on the greens. And this is an absolutely stunning palette by Luscious Cosmetics. So I feel like we're gonna start off. I have sellotape on because I want a very strong eyeshadow, so I thought let's just do that. So I'm gonna start off with a big fluffy brush, and we're gonna go in with a nice matte shade first. And I think, well, I've only got like 2 selections when it comes to a kind of matte green, so I'm going to go in with Woodland because that's much lighter than the one above it, which is called Nymph. So I've got my Beauty Bay brush, and we are going to just put that on the lid. To be honest, we're going to put that around, so it's a kind of lighter transition. And I know a lot, like I said in the beginning, a lot of people won't count green as like an autumnal shade, but the green is kind of just, I just wanted to use this shadow, to be honest, because I was like, how can I incorporate this green into a video? And I didn't want to use it by itself because it'll just be just so random, and I don't really have any other new makeup to try at the moment. So I thought let's try this palette again because I've used it a few times, and I speak about it a lot because it is a gorgeous palette. But yeah, I haven't used it in a while, so we're just using this to start off the blend. And my brush is not being so helpful. I don't know what it is. When I wash my brushes, they become all very like strange, so I need to go and maybe pick up some more or wash them again. I know there's like no soap and that in them, but I don't know, they just dry very weirdly, but that's all right. We're just gonna make do today. Got my jumper on today. It's a little bit chilly. It's probably gonna be a bit warm today because of London just being London, to be honest. But yeah, the rest of this week I have off, so I thought I would do like a random weekly vlog, which is, I guess, spoilers, but it's not. It's like I thought I'd just mention it because it will be coming at the end of the week. But yeah, I just thought this week I am not working, so that's amazing. It's like a mini holiday before I start my new job, so I thought let's just do that. So let's go into, I'm actually going to go into Nymph after that because it's a little bit darker. So not darker, but it's quite green when you think about it. So I'm going to take that to kind of define the corner a bit more, and just blend So yeah, this week is basically just going to be me seeing some friends and chilling. I don't really want to chill because I've been chilling so much at home that I just want to get out of the flat. So I'm excited to go outside. I know I'll regret that, saying I'll be like, oh yeah, looking forward to going out, and I step outside and there's like all these people just in my way. I'm like, back to square one, how it was before lockdown, which is just like, I don't want to go anywhere, I don't want to see people because it's too many people out there. But you know, been cooped up for 18 months working my butt off, so time for some freedom. All right, so this green is stunning. Like, it's a bit, I think it's a bit more pigmented than the first one. I don't know if it's just because of my brush, but I'm really liking Nymph. So if you haven't seen this palette before, there's obviously quite a lot of people talking about it recently because well yeah, this palette has only been out for a few months, but it is stunning. It's so gorgeous. I love it. Let's go on to another shade, and I want to go in with the black, but I know I can't. I really won't be able to do anything with the black, so because I want to add a black eyeliner later, just like a very small one. We might go in, because this is obviously very green at the moment, obviously, because I want to use some of the gold in my inner corner, so I might just do that first and then kind of work around it. So this gold shade, which is called Orpheus, just here, that's gonna go here, as you can see, and then just gonna bring that down a bit. I think I will do my lower lash line once my base is done, because I don't want to kind of ruin it afterwards. I feel like going in with some of Forest, because Forest is a darker green, which I can add kind of onto the corners, and then with the shimmer, the XX Revolution one, I can just bring that in the middle. So this doesn't need any spray at all, just tapping, and it will be absolutely perfect. So just going to blend that out a bit more. Very nice. I believe this palette is like $28.99 or $29.99, but it is absolutely worth it. Honestly, I think they might still have more on their website, because I know this has been like limited edition, but I don't think they're getting rid of it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Evoke. So this is a bit of an, I think it's not very new. I think this came out with the main collection. So I'm just taking kind of like a smaller brush, and I'm just going to take it to put on to the rest of my lid and just blend it out. So I'm going to take it here, okay, and just blend it out very slowly because it's very pigmented. Okay, wow, that's very nice. I just hope it doesn't crease when I use it, well, if I leave it on for the rest of the day. So I'm gonna add a bit more with my, just top it up on my brush. And yeah, I think I only got this for like £1, as opposed to normally these are about £5 or a bit more, because in Boots it was like, oh, I think it's maybe expiring or something like that, which I know is probably not very good of me to buy, but I honestly don't think a place like Boots would sell like expired makeup intentionally, because obviously they'd get into big trouble for that. So, but that's really nice. Again, I've mentioned so many times, XX Revolution are a good brand. They just sometimes they're higher end for no reason, but it's Revolution for you, innit? Very high end, not high end, here in the middle. So that is very nice on the eyes. I'm actually going to take off the sellotape and then we'll get moving on to everything else. So now I'm going to go in with my primer, and I'm going in with my Pretty Fresh by Colourpop, because my foundation is going to be Colourpop as well, because it's been a while since I've used it and I just want something to kind of last me for the day, because like I mentioned, I'm going out, so I will be going on underground, and it's going to be nasty and horrible. And one thing I'm going to miss about working from home is that I don't have to get on any transport or things like that. But you know what, it was time for a change, and I'm happy that I am changing my kind of, I'm not happy that I'm not going to be working in the charity sector anymore, but you know, time changes and people change, and you know, I will always advocate for the type of work that all charities do. But yeah, time to move on. So yeah, I'm going with my Pretty Fresh foundation. This is in the shade 20, is it? No, Fair 20 Neutral. And this is one of my favorite foundations of all time. It's so damn good. And yeah, it's a little bit light obviously for this weather, but I really don't. I mean, I'm going to use a bronzer today to kind of, you know, even things out a bit, but I still love this foundation. And I haven't ordered from Colourpop in a while, so there's nothing that's really caught my eye from Colourpop. They've just announced that they're doing like an NBA collaboration, and I'm like, okay, they just literally buying any old license. But I know like NBA is very big in America, so obviously that's going to appeal to the fans out there. But I mean, I'm not I'm not an NBA fan. I know I've heard of some of the teams, but I'm not a fan of like any type of sport. I used to love wrestling, like WWF as it was called, WWE now. That was like my childhood growing up from like 2000. I used to love wrestling for about 10-15 years, and then now I'm just like, nah, it's okay. It's changed so much. All my favorite wrestlers are not there anymore, so sad times. But anyway, we are now going to matte everything down. I know it's a very kind of like liquidy foundation, but once you buff everything in, it really just feels so good. And I know I have spots today because I mean, yeah, spots is just a natural thing anyway. Like my rosacea has been looking so better recently, and yeah, I just have to keep on taking my antibiotics and my cream before I go to bed, and we're sorted for a while. So go on to my Essence setting powder. I've been using this a lot, like literally in every video, because I've hit pan and I kind of just want to finish it now. I know I think I said in my last one, I was like, I don't want to use it all up because it will be gone, but it's just setting powder, to be honest. It's not like it's a revolutionary item like ever. It doesn't get rid of my pores, it doesn't, you know, get rid of any oiliness that I have. It's just a really nice powder. So just gonna get everything patted down. And yes, I'm looking very ghost-like, but what's new? I am going to go in with a bronzer, but not very heavy because I'm not very good at bronzing and contouring. So I'm going with my Beauty Bay bronzer in the shade Beach. This is the lightest tone that they have because I don't want anything too heavy, because I'll just look really stupid because I don't know how to contour and stuff like that. So it's gonna lightly tap on the top of my head so it's just blending in, and I'll add some on my cheeks because yeah, that's the place to do it. I know this is not actual contouring, but it's just warming up my skin because again, I look like, I mean, I know it's Halloween and looking like really pale, but I don't think I should look this pale, to be honest. So just add a little bit more, and then we're gonna add some on the chin. I can't get rid of my double chin anyway. Every picture that I take of myself, I'm like, I need to get rid of like this waddle, but that just means I have to lose weight and I have to make effort. So I need to get back into this very soon to get rid of it all. Okay, it's subtle, but it's helped a little bit. So let's go on to blush, and we are going in with my XX Revolution blush, because most of my blushes that I have are very red, like very red, and I thought this one is a little bit orangey and pink. Does that make sense? No, it's quite orangey, which is kind of what I want for something like this today, because again, very autumnal, and I don't want it to be too heavy. I know, who am I? But when it comes to these type of looks that I'm doing, I don't want the focus to be mostly on my cheeks. I want them to be on the eyes, so the eyes are standing out a bit more. Yeah, this is a kind of, doesn't feel like it's too heavy, but it's still like you can see it, and I will pat it down with my powder so it's not too uneven, and it's got a bit of a nice tone. So now we're going to highlighter, and of course highlighter is my favorite step of everything. I'm going to be using my Mega Honey highlighter by Makeup Obsession, and this is a very beautiful highlighter. It's not like just, it is very overpowering, but I just want it to pop as per usual. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I don't want a big highlighter, because I do. I really like big highlighters. So I'm just gonna blend that everything, and everything's looking quite fine, to be honest. We're looking all right. So now I'm gonna finish off on the eyes, because I want to add something on my lower lash line. Like I mentioned, I want to go in with this eyeliner by NYX, and this is in the shade, I'm not gonna be able to see it because my eyes, Turquoise Storm. There we go, I found it. It's a little bit darker than what I'm actually wearing, but it's a nice dark green, which I feel like could work really well. So I'm just gonna add that on some of my lower lash line, just maybe towards the back, just because towards the front I want to add a bit of that gold and a bit more of the other greens, so I want to blend them together. And this is such a creamy eyeliner, my god, it glides on so beautifully. Okay, I know that wasn't a lot, but I am gonna go in with more. So it's gonna take a brush, and I feel like going in, so I've got a very kind of like smallest brush, and I think I'm gonna go in a bit more with Nymph, which was like the darker green. So I'm taking a very small amount and just running that there, but I'm gonna blend it in with turquoise, whatever it's called, turquoise liner, and just blend it a bit more. Okay, that's looking fine. Yeah, I do want to go back in more a bit with the gold, so I'm gonna take the same brush and go a bit lower. Okay, looking nice. All right, everything is looking pretty darn good. So I'm gonna go on, I wanted to add an eyeliner, but I really don't want to add an eyeliner because I will just mess it up, and I want to kind of keep it like this. So let's go on with mascara. Just going to go in with my Maybelline Great Lash. I've had this for a while, so I think I might have bin it because it might have dried up a bit. I'll just do a double check. But this is such an old school mascara anyway, like one of Maybelline's like well-known mascaras. I never go too heavy with a mascara anyway. So my lower lash line, you never see anything. I say that like every video, I'm like, yeah, you can't see what I'm like, what my mascara looks like, but it's all right. Okay, Perfect. Okay, and now we're going to go on to the lips, and I'm very in between what lips to use today because I'm going to use my KVD liner just to help me out a little bit, but I've got 3 options. I've got one of my new Colourpop Luxe liquid lipsticks in the shade Daily Dose. Then I've got my Lip Lingerie by NYX in the shade Exotic, and then one of the new matte bombs by Revolution. I used this one quite recently. It's okay. I'll probably give that one a miss. Then out of these 2, this one's a bit too bright. I'll go with this one. I'm just going to go with my lip liner and this, and I shall be back. Okay, and this is my finished look. I really like the way that my lips have kind of turned out. I know the red was a bit too bright, but I feel like it all works really well, especially with the eyes. This eyeliner, this eye, whatever it is, chrome thing is super duper gorgeous. It's like towards here. That loud noise is across the street, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think everything comes well together. Is it autumnal? Probably, maybe. I'm not very good at terms of things like this, but let me know if you guys like it. Let me know if you've tried the palette before, if you like it, because I do really, really love it still. And yeah, I hope you're having a good autumn because it's kind of started, even though it's a little bit sunny here and there. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. And I hope you're having a really good week, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.